Hi, I'm Wendy Murdoch, and I'm here to talk to you about whether or not shimming your stirrups is going to make a difference to knee pain. A lot of my students that ride in Western saddles come to me complaining about knee pain, and I take a look at them and I look at what's happening in the saddle, and I realize that there's a really simple solution to this problem. So first, let me explain that I'm going to just do a little demonstration here with this piece of Velcro, vet wrap. The Western fender has a wide leather. Now, if it's a narrow one, this isn't going to be so critical. But if it has a really wide leather, when it's hanging next to the horse, say the horse's body is here, it's going to be parallel to the horse, and the bottom of it is level to the ground. But the minute I twist it into rider position, the geometry indicates that the inside edge becomes lower than the outside edge. So this is just simple geometry. As soon as I twist that flat plane, it's now on an angle. And of course, as riders, we want our foot flat to the stirrup. So we work really hard to get our foot flat, and now our foot is at an angle. Sometimes, instead of angling our foot, we roll to the outside edge, and that can cause ankle pain as well as knee pain. So I'll do a little drawing here on the whiteboard to help illustrate what I'm talking about. So if we have a horse and it's got a Western saddle, and here's my horn, okay? And this is coming down, and because of the width of the fender lever, my stirrup is now at an angle instead of sitting parallel. And so when I put my foot on that, oh, that one's kind of wide, okay? But now my foot is at an angle. And so I have my thigh and my knee and now my ankle, but this joint, this knee joint, is going to be misaligned so that there's going to be strain there. If I look at it from the side, a lot of times what happens when I have that problem is that I'm just throwing my Western saddle here, my skirts, okay, and my stirrup, okay. And what happens is, to get my foot level, I start bracing on my stirrup and I push the whole thing forward out of alignment because I'm trying to get my foot flat. Now, this isn't doing a great illustration here on paper. It works much better when you see it in real life. But there's a simple thing that you can do to check this. And the next time you walk out to your horse and he's tacked up and you've got the saddle on, and so here's his ears and his tail, okay? And you look at your saddle. What you want to look at is the stirrups and see, are they angled or are they level? So if they're angled, it's not your fault. It's happening because of the geometry. When you twist that flat plane, it's lower on the inside than the outside. And your brain wants your foot flat. So then you place your foot in such a way that it's angled, and then you misalign the knee and you have pain. But the really simple solution is to just simply shim your stirrups. So I'll draw a bigger stirrup here so you can see what I'm talking about. Here's my leather coming down, and here's my stirrup. Okay, and it's on an angle. And what I need to do is to fill this in so I have a level platform for my foot. And now, even though the geometry has it on an angle, my foot's level, my knee's gonna be really happy. So, you know, problems like this always cause me to invent something new. I've created stirrup shims, and as you can see, they're thicker on one side than the other. And you place the thick side toward the horse and the thin side away. And what it does is it fills in that angle so that you have a level surface. Now, this can also happen if you're in an English saddle, but the cause of it is a little different. So here's my overly wide horse with my English saddle, okay, and my stirrup leather is coming down, and now my stirrup is going to sit at an angle because it hasn't been able to come far enough down. If I had a longer leg or a longer stirrup leather, it would come down and wind up being level. So if you're a rider with a short thigh or a thick short thigh. On a round-bodied horse, this can be one of the problems. And the really simple solution is to just use a shim to level the stirrup so that your foot can be level, and it takes away the knee pain and makes everything a lot better. Because the minute you're on that angle, it just causes you to kind of pitch forward. You have to, you're trying to sit up. We have to remember that the bottom of the building is the key, right? You need a good foundation to build a building. And if the foundation is angled, then you're already starting on a poor foundation and you're going to struggle to align everything above. So just remember that if you look and you see that the stirrup is at an angle, whether it's a Western or English saddle, you need to shim those stirrups so that you have a level platform to build the building over. So just, go out next time and look at your saddles, and if you see that this is a problem, just simply add a shim and really enjoy the ride after that.